We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Right on set. 56.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 1st down, Darnold. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peterson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They run again on first down. Peterson. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A toss play. This is Peterson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now Haskins on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
The tackle by Tremaine Johnson. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On second down now, it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Haskins will throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Haskins, dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, here's Haskins. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now it's Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. Because some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On the catch, it's Crowder.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams. Now Peterson running right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Letting one go deep for a noon one. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul search. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Pretty move. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, it's Haskins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 79 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And that run massively in. Increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, a nice spin. This one caught by Crowder. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Powell takes it from Darnold. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted,
that's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McCrane on for the extra point. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run again with Peterson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here's a screen to Powell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only 2 on the screen pass here, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th down, here's Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, the type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Darnold from the gun. This is Anderson over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Darnold throwing complete to Crowder. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold over the middle. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on second down. Darnold, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Throwing again is Darnold. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, here's a run with Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, Peterson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken in the end.
You don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return. That's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Back to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And the Jets first down.
56 is the mic. We got it.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Darnold now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Darnold. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Redskins, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.